Stop paying for 3 different AI subscriptions. We tested the 2026 versions of Gemini and Claude to find the clear winner. Most people are still clicking between 5 different tabs and losing 20 minutes every hour to context switching. You are likely burning $20 a month on a premium plan you do not need because the free tiers have finally caught up to the professional standard. Welcome to Dry Run, where we test AI tools so you don't waste your afternoon finding out they don't work. The problem is the noise. Every week a new model drops and the internet claims it changes everything. It does not. For most professionals, the reality is a messy inbox, a mountain of unread PDFs, and a coding project that is 3 days behind. You need a tool that handles the grunt work without hallucinating or hitting a rate limit after 3 prompts. You are tired of the AI tax. You want one reliable assistant that lives in your browser and actually understands your specific workflow. By the end of this, you will know exactly which free model to pin to your taskbar and which one to ignore. We are going to look at the 2026 benchmarks for data processing, writing quality, and technical execution. You will have a clear path to cancel your paid subscriptions and reclaim your workflow. Number 1, the context window advantage. Gemini AI now offers a 1 million token context window on its free tier. This matters because you can upload a 500-page technical manual or a year's worth of project transcripts and ask specific questions. You save 4 hours of manual searching by letting the model index your local data. To use this today, drag your entire project folder into the prompt box and ask for a summary of the 3 biggest risks mentioned in the last 6 months. Gemini will find them in under 10 seconds. The takeaway is that Gemini is your primary tool for massive data ingestion and retrieval. Number 2, creative and professional reasoning. Claude AI remains the leader in nuance. While Gemini often sounds like a corporate brochure, Claude 4 writes like a senior strategist. This saves you the 30 minutes you usually spend editing robotic phrasing out of your emails. Use Claude when you need to draft a delicate response to a client or a complex project proposal. The honest answer is, if the output needs to be read by a human, Claude is the superior choice. Simply paste your rough notes and ask for a 3-paragraph summary that avoids corporate jargon. The takeaway is to use Claude for any task where tone and logic are more important than raw data volume. Number 3, technical execution and coding. Skip the theory. Here's what actually works. Claude is currently the gold standard for clean, functional Python and JavaScript. It handles multi-file logic better than any other free tool on the market. If you are a side hustler building a web app, Claude will save you about 3 hours a week in debugging. However, Gemini has a specific edge: Google Apps Script. Because Gemini is built by the same team that maintains the workspace ecosystem, it writes perfect automation scripts for sheets and docs. If your goal is to automate a spreadsheet, use Gemini. If you are building a standalone application, use Claude. The takeaway is to match the tool to the specific language or ecosystem you are working in. Number 4, integration and speed. Gemini lives inside your Google workspace. This means you can call it from a sidebar in a doc or a Gmail thread. This saves about 3 hours a week if you use it right because you never have to leave your active window. Claude, on the other hand, relies on its artifacts interface. This is a dedicated workspace where you can see code, documents, and websites render in real time. It is a cleaner experience for deep work, but it requires more tab switching. Gemini is faster for quick tasks. Claude is better for deep sessions. Let me break this down plainly. If you spend your day in Google Docs, Gemini is the logical choice. If you work in a standalone environment, Claude's interface is less distracting. The takeaway is that Gemini wins on convenience, but Claude wins on focus. Number 5, real-time information and web access. Gemini uses Google Search natively. In 2026, this integration is seamless. If you need to know the current market price of a competitor's product or the latest news on a specific regulation, Gemini provides verified links and real-time data. Claude's web browsing is more cautious and often slower. Most tutorials won't tell you this, but Gemini's ability to pull from live news feeds makes it the only choice for market research. To use this effectively, ask Gemini to search for the 3 most recent white papers on carbon capture published this month and provide a bulleted summary. The takeaway is that Gemini is a research tool, while Claude is a synthesis tool. Number 6, privacy and data handling. This is the thing most people miss. Free tools usually mean your data is used for training. However, in 2026, both companies have introduced Ghost Mode for free users. This allows you to opt out of model training with one click in the settings menu. Claude's privacy policy is generally more transparent for individual users, while Gemini's is tied to your broader Google account permissions. If you are working with sensitive client data, ensure you toggle the training off before you paste a single word. No fluff, here's exactly how to do it. Go to Settings, find the Data Privacy tab, and uncheck Improve Models for Everyone. The takeaway is that both are safe for professional use if, and only if, you configure the settings correctly on day one. That's everything for today. If one of those saves you even 30 minutes this week, it was worth your time watching. To recap, use Gemini for massive documents, Google Workspace automation, and real-time web research. Use Claude for high-stakes writing, complex coding logic, and deep, focused work sessions. Most users can stop paying for pro plans by alternating between these two free tiers based on the task at hand. Gemini is your librarian, Claude is your editor. If this was useful, hit subscribe. We post every week, no filler. And drop a comment below. Which of these two models has given you the most hallucinations or errors lately? I read every reply.